Okay, let's go. It was a girl's voice. I called Hiro. With a girl. Well, hello, Miki. This is Rika. She's a colleague of mine, a deliverer, just like me. Nice to meet you, Miki. It's nice to meet you, Rika. It wasn't, of course. But what else? But what else was I going to say? So you've been making human friends, huh, Hiro, and inviting them right to your doorstep. Really, I had no idea you were such a risk taker. I better leave. Don't be silly. You just got here. Stick around. We should get to know one another, you and I, because I want to hear all about this little thing you've got going on with Hiro. Rika, just take it easy for a second, will ya? I'm sorry I didn't call, Hiro. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Miki, I've gotta go. Miki! I ran and ran as fast as I could. I ran until I couldn't run. I ran until I couldn't run anymore. Couldn't even walk anymore. Then threw myself on a grassy hillside and just lay there staring up at the stars. Who was Rika? Rika? Who was Rika? Who was Rika? Or rather, who was she to Hiro? The way she touched him, the way he spoke to her, they seemed so familiar with each other, so comfortable together. I tried not to assume the worst, but somehow deep inside, I feared the little thing I had going with Hiro was much littler than I imagined. So little, in fact, that perhaps perhaps it amounted to nothing at all. The next day, I tried to get my mind off the whole situation by going over to Yumi's house. It was the perfect escape. The only thorny question I faced over there was which fashion magazine to flip through first. Or so I thought. Is everything okay, Yumi? You seem a little down about something. Yeah? Well, I don't know. Things haven't been going so great between Katsu and me lately. Really, what's the problem? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's a problem necessary, but I get a feeling he's not as into me as he used to be. Is he treating you badly? Oh no, same as always. He just doesn't make as much time for me as before. Whenever I want to get together, he says he's too busy. Busy doing what? That's just it. That's just it. I don't think he really is busy. Half the time I bet he's sitting in front of the TV. It's probably just some phase he's going through, like the time he wanted to learn guitar and join the band. Miki, do you think Katsu would ever cheat on me? No, no way. He wouldn't do that to you. He couldn't. Not after now. Not after all this time. Why? Do you have reasons to be suspicious? No, not really. Oh, now here's a new look I'd like to try. Oh, okay. What do you think, Yumi? You start dressing like this, and I'll be too busy hanging around with you. You're just jealous of my new flair. You're just jealous of my flair. Oh, so that's why I'm jealous of you? Your flair? Among many other things? Yes, Yumi didn't mention Katsu again for the rest of the afternoon, which somehow only served to confirm how worried she really was about him. As for me and Hiro, I briefly toyed with the idea of becoming an ice queen and never speaking to him again. But by the next day at school, I realized I was neither icy nor queenly enough to pull it off. Miki, wait up! Oh, hi, Hiro. What are you going to do today? What are you doing today after school? Nothing special. Why? I'm following some really interesting targets today. A young man and a woman almost twice his age. Want to come along and see? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? You got to hand it to me. I at least try to be noticeably less enthusiastic than usual. We ended up on a bridge over the Hirabayashi River, watching Hiro's targets from a safe distance as they shared a blanket near the shore. Anra, in the form of a sparrow, was keeping Hiro informed of their every gaze and gesture. Hiro, yeah? I'm really sorry I took off so suddenly the other night. I don't wanna know what happened. I just kind of freaked out, I guess. No need to apologize, Miki. Reika freaks everyone out. She's a very strong presence. A little too strong most of the time. Are you and Reika going out? No, absolutely not. Reika just needed someone to talk to for a while. She handles a whole ward over in Osaka. And if you think my work gets intense, believe me, it's nothing compared to what deliverers deal with in the big cities. Here in Fukuyama, the worst I get is love triangles. Reika handles relationships that have so many angles. I'm amazed she doesn't lose count. Does she visit you a lot? Look, Miki, there's no need for you to start obsessing over Rika. She's just an old friend of mine. All right, an old friend? That's not what you said the other night. The other night, she was a colleague. What are you getting at, Miki? Because it's starting to feel an awful lot like I'm on a trial here. Well, I'm sorry if it sounds that way to you, but I can't just shrug this off as if it's no big deal to me. It is a big deal to me. I mean, look, I've known you all this time, and you've never even mentioned Reika to me once. Now, all of a sudden, I go over to your place late at night, and there she is with her hands all over you. Come on. What am I supposed to think? You tell me. What are you supposed to think? Well, for starters, you could try thinking about the fact that you and I are just friends, and that as such you have no right to start laying this guilt trip on me about whether Reika is my friend or my colleague or my shh. Wait, what happened? Is Sarah? She's been unpredictable lately. Whole spirits can't always be controlled. They have wheels of their own, and sometimes their actions are mystifying, even to deliverers. Did she hurt you? No, I'm fine. I dropped my pen though. Did you see where it went? Yeah, it flew clear off this side of the bridge. Must have landed somewhere on the shore down there. I don't see it. Neither do I. It probably fell behind one of those rocks. Well, I can't just leave it down there. It's one of the articles. The objects I'm supposed to leave behind for my successor someday. Keep an eye on the targets for me, okay? But don't worry, I'll be right back up. Next thing I knew, I was alone. Well, unless you count Enra and a hero's notebook.